Hello, people of the internet. I'm James Phoenix. This is another WWE Fantasy Log. He's Jeff.
Hi.
And we're going to do the usual Raw SmackDown 205. Tiff couldn't be with us. It's late. Let's do this. Score stand as follows. I'm in the lead at 61-44 with the Woken Warriors. In second place at 60-81 is the glorious TNA Pro Club Originals. In third, the legit Rowdy Architects at 53-98. Just okay. So, Raw this week at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which you'll note the commentators at no point mentioned because Vince doesn't like mentioning it when they're in areas he doesn't think are big markets.
Wow.
Yeah, he does that.
How are they supposed to become big markets if he never mentions them?
Yeah, well.
He's literally actively sabotaging the markets.
Yep, is what it is.
All right.
Anywho. So we went over the video package about the history with Lashley and Reigns. Cole welcomes everybody. Roman Reigns comes out, gets in the ring. Complains about losing to the Revival last week. Blames the loss on having the worst tag partner ever in Lashley. Says he wants to fight Lashley here and now. He gets Ziggles and McIntyre instead. Ziggles takes issue with Reigns acting like he owns the place and trying to make everything about him. They step into the ring across from Reigns. Drew says that since he stuck his nose in their business last week, they're going to return the favor. They begin beating Reigns down until Rollins comes out to make the save and chases him off. And Drew and Dolph retreat as we go to commercial. Post-commercial, Reigns and Rollins approach Kurt Angle. Rollins says enough is enough. They want Drew and Dolph. Kurt tells him it has to be next week as Reigns and Lashley have a rematch against the Revival. Reigns protests, saying both should be tonight, and so Kurt acquiesces. So that's a promo to salt to all four of those guys. Oh, by the way, leaderboards. Rollins in the lead at 642. Strowman at 576. Jeff Hardy at 425. Daniel Bryan 414. Drew Gulak at 400 even. Finn Balor at 374. AJ Styles at WWE Champ at 340. Roman Reigns at 339. Carmella at 312. And Kevin Owens at 306. Yeah. All right. Excuse me. All right. Put these in alphabetical order. All right. So, Dolph and Drew. So it's promo to assault everybody, so it's 9. Seth and Roman. Well, hang on, undo that. Matt Hardy comes out to the ring. Curtis Axel appears on the screen with Bo Dallas, and they proceed to mock Matt and Bray. Bray was not here because of the car accident he got in earlier in the day, or the day before, rather. Two of them come out. Curtis Axel defeats Matt Hardy in a match due to a Bo Dallas distraction. So Bo Dallas is going to get a promo. 5 for a promo, 5 for an accompaniment is 10, and 6 for an interference is 16 to Bo Dallas.
Hmm.
Mm. 23. Curtis Axel is going to get, we'll get to it in a minute. Matt Hardy is going to get 5 for the match. And 3 moves. So 8 points to Matt. Curtis Axel gets 20 points for winning a match. He gets 5 for being in a match, is 25. 5 for the pre-match promo is 30. And 1 move is 31 points to Curtis Axel. 258. Okay. The B team celebrates after the match. We cut backstage to Rollins and Reigns in the locker room. Lashley comes in saying Reigns is a heat magnet and a trouble starter. Nobody likes him. He'd rather fight Reigns than team up with him, but they have to coexist tonight. Reigns says he's going to start. And Reigns basically tells Lashley that he doesn't have to worry tonight because Reigns is going to come out later tonight. And regardless of this match against Drigler, he says, I'm going to come out. I'm going to start the match. I'm going to wrestle the match. I'm going to win the match. And all you have to do is stand there on the apron and flash your little fake smile. Lashley tells Roman that if he messes it up, he's going to hold him responsible, and that's a threat. Roman, Reigns, and Lashley. It's going to be 353. Okay. We see a video package looking at the issues between Bayley and Sasha, and Kurt ordering Bayley to go to counseling. We see the footage. Bayley's in the counseling office when Sasha comes in. They yell at each other about having been told to be there at the same time, the same session. Dr. Shelby steps out of the back and reveals himself. He pauses for a pop that he does not get, and then calls them back into his office, which he likes to call the friend zone, because the only rules that apply here are the rules of the 7 tenets of friendship, which he then lists off, and I'm not going to do that. So, promo to Sasha and Bayley, and we're going to get a few of those tonight.
All right.
Titus Worldwide gets jobbed out to the Authors of Pain.
Okay,
Titus Worldwide will get 5 points each for being in a match.
Fuck you, Vince. Fuck you, Vince.
And Apollo. Nine. So the Authors of Pain win the match. Let's see. I have no idea who the legal man was at the end of the match.
Did you not watch the match?
I don't remember seeing. If I did, it was brief.
Well, you better go figure it out.
Yeah, well.
No, yeah, well, you need to figure that out. Who the legal man is kind of important to the scoring.
Yeah, but the teams are the same people are getting the points. It doesn't matter.
It matters for the fucking standings.
Neither of them is going to be high in the standings. It's not going to matter a damn.
I'll look it up. What's the match?
Two Others of Pain versus Titus Worldwide, and it's not worth it.
To you.
I'm the one that has the Authors of Pain. The last move before they hit the double team last chapter to end the match was Occam with a side slam, so I'm assuming Occam was the legal man.
Well, you know what they say when you assume.
Fine, waste time and look it up then.
The legal man was Rezar. He tagged him in to do the last chapter.
Okay. Alright. Fine, so then Occam gets 15 for being on the winning team. 5 for competing is 20, and 2 moves is 22 to Occam. 128, and Razor gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing, and 2 moves is 27 to Razor. X is 06, 16, and then another 7 is 123. Okay. Next, we see footage of Kevin Owens driving at the arena, putting his rental car in the back, being told he can't park there, and then refusing to give his keys to the valet after what happened last week. I'll give a... So, we will... Kevin Owens again, promo. We go back to the ring, and we have Roman and Seth versus Drigler. Match ends in a DQ when the Revival gets involved. So the Revival are going to get interference and beat down. So the Revival are going to get 10 points a pop. And then 1 each for the Shatter Machine they hit post-match. There's 11 points each to Dash and Dawson. All right. So Seth Roman won by DQ. And for Drew and Dolph with an unintentional DQ loss. So that means that they're each going to get 5 points for competing. They don't lose anything. So 5 points each for competing. Drew had 1 move and Ziggler had 3. So it's 6 for Drew and 8 for Ziggler. Ziggler is 56. 4 and 8 for Ziggler puts him at 3. No, yeah, it's puts him at 300. No, wait, 299. Yeah. All right. And then Roman and Seth unofficially win via a DQ. Rollins was a legal man at the time. So it's an unintentional DQ win. So no extra win points. So that means Reigns and Rollins each get 5 points for the match. Reigns had 2 moves, so he gets 7. Rollins gets that 5. Plus he had 10 moves, so 15 points Rollins. Puts Rollins at 666. That's bad business. And we move on. We see footage of Kevin Owens running with Strowman last week. Kurt Angle's in his office when Owens walks in and begs him to do something about Braun Strowman. Kurt says it sounds like Owens wants to settle things in the ring. Owens says no. Strowman should be suspended, fired, sent to therapy with Bayley and Sasha, whatever. Kurt says no, there's only one way to settle this, and that's Kevin Owens is going to have a match against Braun Strowman tonight. Promo to KO. We see some more footage of the counseling session with Sasha Bayley, but you don't really hear anything, just kind of see it going on, so I'm just going to give him a mini on that. Baron Corbin goes out to the ring. The constable, he's got a mic, cuts a promo on Balor, basically says it's Balor's fault they lost last week, and that he thinks Balor owes him an apology for repeatedly assaulting him and preventing him from getting back in the ring, therefore causing the countout. And he wants Balor to come out and apologize to him. Balor comes out, sarcastically apologizes, makes fun of Corbin's clothes. Corbin gets mad and calls Balor a little twerp, but then demands that Balor apologize and show him some respect. Balor says that all respect for you was lost the day you became Stephanie McMahon's stooge. Corbin punches him in the face. Balor fights back and knocks Corbin out of the ring. So that's a promo and then assault to each of them. That's 9 points each. And okay. We see Elias in the back for a moment as Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan walk up, ask him if he's performing. He says not for the fans, but he will for them, and starts playing, and they walk off and destroy things. So that's a mini to those three. 6. And I'll hold off on Liv's and Sarah's for a moment. They go out to the ring. Liv Morgan loses to Ember Moon fairly quickly. So Sarah Logan's going to get a accompaniment, and then Minnie for the little backstage thing is 8 points to Sarah Logan. Is 53. Liv Morgan gets 5 for being in a match. And 1 move is 6 points to Liv Morgan. Plus a little 3 for the mini thing is 9 points to Liv Morgan. All right. Ember Moon gets 20 for winning a match, 5 for being in a match is 25, and 1 move is 26 points to Ember Moon. Is 234. We go back to the counseling session again, and Sasha and Bailey mock each other, begin arguing, basically. They're trying to experiment where they try to beat each other. They end up arguing, and finally, Dr. Shelby gets mad and tells them to stop, and we end with the A to be continued on that. So one more promo to Bailey and Sasha.
Enough!
Yeah. Enough!
Yeah, I believe that's what you said that he said.
Yep. All right. We go back to the ring, and the Revival take on Lashley and Reigns. Reigns tries to run the entire match himself, holds his own for a little while, but even despite Lashley stepping in illegally and hitting both men with a spinebuster, Roman won't tag him in, and eventually Roman gets beat down by the Revival. He gets hit with the Shadow Machine and loses, and Lashley's like, fuck this, and just walks away. Let me correct myself. Sorry, it wasn't a Shadow Machine. So the Revival just started beating Roman down to the point that the ref DQs the Revival because they won't stop beating Roman down, and Lashley's like, fine, fuck yeah, and he leaves. Then the Revival hits Roman with a Shadow Machine.
Thank you, Lashley.
Clap, 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 clap. All right, so the Revival lost via DQ, so they're going to get 5 points for competing and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and a couple of moves. Scott Dawson's going to get the 6. $131. And Dash Wilder is going to get the 5, and 4 moves is 9 points to Dash Wilder. All right. Reigns and Lashley won by default, so they're going to get the 5 points. Lashley had 2 moves for the 2 Spinebusters, is 7 points to Bobby Lashley. 290. And 6 points to Roman Reigns. All right. Next up, Kurt Angle is in the back watching Reigns on a monitor. Owen walks in and tries to get his match canceled. Kurt refuses. Owens tries to bribe him with Shania Twain tickets and other things, but Kurt's like, no, you're not. There's no way you're getting out of this match. Promo to Owens.
Fair.
Special look at Ant-Man and the Wasp. Roman Reigns walks into Kurt's office, demands a match with Lashley. Kurt says Lashley was just there asking for the same thing, and that they're going to fight at Extreme Rules. It's a mini promo to Roman.
Fair.
All right, No Way Jose comes out with a conga line. Mojo shortly thereafter. Mojo said he thought he explained last week that No Way Jose was not worth his time and he wasn't going to fight him. He then grabs a guy for the conga line and slams him into a barricade. Then when Jose tries to fight him, he picks up Jose and he slams his spine into the ring apron a couple of times. So that's a beatdown to Jose and Mojo. And Mojo also gets a promo.
Mojo Jojo.
So 4 for Jose. And Mojo gets a promo. I think Assault is 9 for Mojo.
No to Mojo Jojo?
Yeah. It's a video package. Pre-taped interview with Ronda Rousey mentioning that she's suspended from Raw, but not from Extreme Rules, and she has a front row ticket. Promo to Ronda. Mickey and Alexa come out. Nia comes out saying she hoped she'd be done with Alexa by now, but she's still dealing with her. Nia says their feud needs to end, and it will end at Extreme Rules because their match for the World Women's title at Extreme Rules will be an Extreme Rules match. And her friend Ronda Rousey will be, as aforementioned, in the front row. Also, she didn't come alone tonight either. Q and Natalia, and we have Mickey versus Nia one-on-one. Natalia and Alexa are at ringside. So they get accompaniment. And Natalia. So Nia picks up a win here. So Mickey gets 5 points for competing. And 2 moves is 7 to Mickey. And Nia gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25. And 4 moves is 29 points to Nia. Plus 5 for the pre-match promo. It's 34 to Nia Jax. 273, and also Alexa gets a few for pre-match promo also. All right.
There.
Kevin Owens is backstage trying to get meditation advice from Jinder Mahal. It doesn't work. An interviewer comes in and asks him if he's shaken up, which he denies, saying that most people will be scared of Braun Strowman, but he's not. And he continues trying to meditate. So, mini to KO, and we'll throw, let's see here.
Okay.
That's mini to KO, and then Jinder should get mini points. Actually, no, I'm gonna KO the full promo because he did technically. Yeah. And then Sunil Singh was in the shot, so we'll throw him 3 points.
Okay.
Lashley does an interview calling out Reigns for being an egomaniac, pointing out he tried to do a tag match by himself and got beat down for it. And he also adds that if he had been around for the last 10 years, he would be the guy right now and not Roman. Promo to Lashley.
I don't know about that, Lashley.
Yeah. Main event is Owens v. Strowman. It really doesn't happen. Owens gets probably chucked out of the ring, runs for his life, gets to his car, realizes he doesn't have his keys because he's in his ring gear. hides in a porta potty. Braun Strowman shows up, duct tapes the porta potty, hauls it out to the ring like a bull pulling an ox cart, and then proceeds to ram it off the stage, and Owens falls out covered in blue crap.
Blue crap.
Yeah. It was blue crap. It was blue crap. So I'm assuming Owens got counted out since he got out of the ring first.
Or was it a double count out?
I have no fucking idea.
Have you been just shirking your responsibilities?
Does it matter?
Yes, because if it's a count out, someone gets a win. If it's a double count out, no one gets a win. So yes, it matters.
Yeah. You want to go check it? Go check it.
The hell is your problem?
I don't have a problem.
Obviously you do, because this is like the least accurate I've ever seen you. Fuck, I don't even know if they have the end of the match. Let's see if this has it. Okay, yeah, Kevin Owens did get counted out. I didn't know Braun Strowman did the smart thing and took the win first. Sometimes they don't do that.
Fair enough. Anyway.
Braun Strowman did the smart thing and just stood there and was like, okay, I'll take the win. And then he ran after him to beat his ass.
All right. So Kevin Owens gets intentionally counted out.
Very much so.
Yeah. So an intentional count out loss is a -4. So Owens will get 5 for the match. Minus the 4 is 1. So Owens gets 1 point. Braun Strowman, actually, no, Kevin Owens is also going to get 4 for being in the main event. Braun Strowman gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25. He gets 5 for winning the main event is 30. 4 for being in the main event is 34. And an OMG for the shit with the porta potty. And he has 39 points of Braun Strowman.
Fair.
86, that's... 96, that's 06 and 9. 06 and 9. 615. All right. Let's end with Raw.
Okay, then.
Let's check the scores.
You do that.
I will do that. All right. All right. So still in the lead is me at 63.87. Followed by Glory S at 61.56 and Tiff back at 55.68.
Okay, then.
Okay. Save. SmackDown.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Hmm.
SmackDown's at the CenturyLink Center in Omaha, Nebraska. See a video package, look at a Team Hell No's reunion, and then we open up with Renee Young in the ring, who introduces Team Hell No. The two come down to the ring and talk about their reunion. Kane says they're back at better than ever, and says that Daniel could have a bit of a temper sometime, and that Kane knew he wouldn't be able to let his beef with the Bludgeon Brothers go, and Kane is his demon watching over him. Brian interjects that Kane hasn't always been watching over him, and takes issue with Kane beating him up in the past, pointing out that you tombstoned me last time you were here, you tombstoned me 3 times, and it wasn't even in a match.
Mm-hmm.
And Kane points out that that's all water under the bridge. It's fine. I mean, you're like a brother to me. You set your brother on fire.
Hmm.
So, valid points all around.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the Usos come out and say the Team Hell No does not deserve a tag title shot because this is the Uso Penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
And they make fun of them for hugging it out. So Brian tells them to come and show how tough they are in the ring. But Kane says to wait because Team Hell No has to consider this as a team and they'll get back to the Usos. Kane and Brian then argue some more. Paige comes out and interrupts and books the match and says that if the Usos win, they're going to get added to the tag title match at Extreme Rules.
Added to? Oh, so it's actually going to be a specialty match?
If they win.
Well, they're obviously in the match. They're kind of the poster for the pay-per-view.
Okay.
That kind of spoils the fact that they won the match and are in for the titles.
Huh?
You said if they win, they will be added to the tag title match. You're talking about Team Hell No, right? If they win, they'll be added to the match?
No, the Usos.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go Usos.
They don't win.
Oh, okay.
But you get the entire main event anyway, so.
Yes.
Anyway, promo to the Usos and Team Hell No.
Mm-hmm.
J. 183. And Kane. Okay. So after this, we get a pre-tape promo from Jeff Hardy making an analogy about the bald eagle and the U.S. title belt wearing red, white, and blue face paint for the 4th of July.
Okay, then.
Promo to Jeff Hardy. The U.S. title open challenge is next. It's responded to by The Miz, and Jeff defeats him to retain the belt. Let me open this up. I don't need this one anymore. Let me see that. Close that out right now. Extra document I don't need. Okay. Oh, sorry. I skipped a pre-tape promo from Asuka about beating anyone in her way. 5 points to Asuka.
Yay.
I missed that. Okay, anyway, back to the match.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff Hardy retains. So let's see here. So The Miz gets 5 for competing in a match. 1 off snap DDT, 1 corner clothesline, and 3 for countering a twist of fate. His total of 10 points to The Miz. Miz.
Miz.
Jeff Hardy gets, let's see here, 20 for winning the match, 5 for being in it is 25. 1 jawbreaker, 1 double leg drop, 1 mule kick, 1 whisper in the wind, 1 twist of fate, and 1 swanton bomb is 31 points to Jeff Hardy. Plus 20 for a U.S. title retention is 51 points to Jeff Hardy.
Okay, then.
She always forgets the title points.
Yep.
That's okay. That puts Jeff Hardy at 481. Bada bam. All right, next, James Ellsworth is in his locker room where he cuts a promo about being better than women. He says his brain is bigger than a woman's, and he's all man, which means he's ready for Asuka.
Somehow I doubt that.
Yeah, well, promo to James Ellsworth. Oh, he's at the bottom, isn't he? Okay. You won. Okay. So Byron Saxton is in the ring for an Independence Day segment with the New Day. He introduces their first ever 4th of July pancake eating contest.
Okay.
There's a big table in the ring. The New Day comes out, and they each take their positions in front of a plate. They start eating pancakes, but the lights go out. Sanity comes out to interrupt. They hit the ring. They attack the New Day. They beat the New Day down all over ringside, throw Big E over an announce table. Dane crossbodies Kofi on the floor, and then Eric Young puts Xavier through the pancake table with a flying elbow.
Okay, then.
All right, so the New Day are all going to get promo.
Okay.
Start with that. Kofi and 71 and Xavier 2. Then the Sanity members are all going to get assault. Killian Dane is going to get 4 for an assault, 1 off for a running crossbody. It's 5 points to Killian Dane. He did also throw him into steps and into some chairs, but since it was guy into weapon and not weapon on guy, it does not count for weapons. Mm-hmm. So 5 points to Killian Dane. We have Alexander Wolf gets 4 for an assault, straight up. And Eric Young gets 4 for an assault and 1 for a flying elbow. It's 5, and I'm going to throw an OMG for a table spot as 10.
Fair.
All right. All right, next up, we see footage of intergender tennis matches in prep for this intergender singles match. Asuka has a match against James Ellsworth. Carmella's on commentary. The match ends when Ellsworth tries to run away. Asuka chases him, and they both get counted out.
No, fuck you, Ellsworth.
So that's a double count out.
Apparently.
Indeed. So on a double count out, neither of them gets any victory points. Did they both lose 4 for getting intentionally counted out? Sort of, kind of.
No, because there wasn't a winner.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think we've done that before. I don't recall ever doing that.
All right. Then we'll just count it as a draw then. So for
Yeah.
a draw, they each get 5 points.
Yeah, it would be a draw because they both win and both lose. You're right.
All right. So Asuka gets 5 points for the match. 1 for a spinning heel kick and 1 for a back fist. Is 7 points to Asuka. Seven. And James Ellsworth gets 5 for that. And that's it. At the bottom right. And then Carmella gets 5 for commentary and 4 for an assault post-match. It's 9 points to Carmella. Mella is money. Okay. All right. Next up, AJ Styles goes out to the ring. Cuts a promo about his match against Rusev. Talks about SmackDown being his house. Rusev interrupts with Aiden, gets on the mic, trashes AJ, says he's going to kick in the door to the house he built and then move in. And they're moving in on Rusev Day. Promo to AJ, Rusev, and Aiden.
Okay, then.
Rusev Machka. All right, so AJ then has a match against Aiden English, which he wins via calf crusher. So let's see. Rusev will get 5 for an accompaniment off of that. He'll get 4 for a post-match assault on AJ. He's 9, plus an accolade and a Machka kick. Is 11 points to Rusev.
Fair.
And then Aiden English gets 5 points for being in a match. And gets 3 for avoiding a Styles clash, is 8 points to Aiden. 9. AJ gets 20 points for winning a match. 5 for being in the match is 25. 1 running forearm, 1 clothesline, 1 neck breaker, and 1 calf crusher. Is 29 points to AJ. 65 and 9 is 374. As mentioned after the match, AJ gets pulled out of the ring by Rusev, whipped into a ring post, booted in the face, and then thrown into the ring for an accolade. We have a pre-tape promo from the Iconics. Talk about exposing Becky Lynch tonight, saying that she's going to get hurt. Promo to Peyton and Billy.
All right, then.
All right. Carmella and Ellsworth are in the back when Paige approaches them, announces a rematch between Ellsworth and Asuka next week, and it will be a lumberjack match with the women's division at ringside.
Okay, then.
So, mini to Ellsworth and Carmella. All right. Go to the ring, and Becky has a one-on-one match against Peyton Royce, which she wins via disarm her. Let's see. Billie Kay gets accompaniment. And she did try to interfere at one point, so that's another 6. So 11 points to Billie Kay. 138. And then Peyton Royce gets 5 points for being in the match. And that's about it. Match. And then Becky gets 20 points for the win, 5 for competing against 25. 1 exploder and 1 disarm her is 27 points to Becky.
Well, all right, then.
Yes. I think that was 258. All right. We go to a video from Shinsuke giving his reaction to the U.S. title shot, saying that Jeff must either be a clown or ashamed because he's painting his face, and says that he'll strip away everything Hardy has at Extreme Rules. Promo to Shinsuke.
He's back.
Yep. And finally, our main event is the Usos versus Team Hell No. The Usos fighting for a chance to get in the tag title match. They do not succeed as Brian drops Jimmy with a knee, and Jay eats a choke slam for the loss.
All right, then.
So the Usos will get 5 points each for competing in a match. And they'll each get 4 for being in the main event, is 9. And Jimmy had a move, which means 9 for Jay and 10 for Jimmy.
All right, then.
And 10 for Jimmy. All right. As for Team Hell No, Kane was the legal man who won the match, so Daniel Bryan is going to get 15 points for being on a winning team. 5 for competing is 25. He had 2 regular kicks, a corner drop kick, some kicks to the chest, the yes kicks, and a running knee. Is a total of 26 points to Daniel Bryan.
All right, then.
36 and 9 is 45. And Kane will get... wait a minute. Daniel should have another 4 for being in the main event. 49. Okay. And Kane finally gets 20 points for winning a match. He gets 5 for competing is 25. Another 9 for being in and winning the main event is 34. Plus a sidewalk slam, a choke slam on Jimmy, a choke slam on Jay, another choke slam on Jay.
Damn, Jay got his ass kicked.
Yeah, he had a couple of choke slams. Anyway, so let's see here. So Kane should have 20. The 5 for competing is 25. Up to 34 for being in and winning the main event. 36, 37, 38 points to Kane.
All right, then.
All right, and let's head to SmackDown.
Hashtag thank you, Kane.
Yep. All right, let's go over here.
Let's go over there.
So we got to refresh. All right. Still in the lead is me at 64.28. Followed very closely by Jeff at 64.04. And Tim is in third at 56.31.
Yeah, I'm about to take the lead. But I don't know how I'm going to hold that, because with fucking Extreme Rules around the corner, right around the corner, that lead's about to get completely crushed.
Yeah.
Especially since, 205 Live apparently doesn't rank enough to be on a pay-per-view anymore.
Nope.
Fuck you, Vince.
All right, go over 205.
All right, so we get a bunch of recaps from last week because that's how they do it now to continue storylines. It's actually pretty effective. And we get the ongoing saga of the Cruiser Great, TJP. And during all this, we are backstage with DM the GM, who's like, fine, I'm going to give TJP like a third of what he wants. He doesn't say a third, but basically like a third of what he wants. It's like, fine, TJP wants competition. I'm going to give him actual competition instead of, local enhancement talent that doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, TJP, tonight, you are going to face a superstar of my choosing. And it's the first match, so TJP comes out. And he grabs Mike, cuts a promo, and is like, so, DM the GM's going to give me what I want, huh? Well, from where I stand, we're missing a few things. Number one, this doesn't look like the main event. Number two, this does not look like it's for the Cruiserweight title. So you fail. But it's like, but hey, at least I actually get some actual competition. All right, let's see who you got, DM. And we get the returning Noam Dar, who gets almost no response.
Yeah.
Because no one cared. So Noam Dar comes out. I guess he's wearing his standard stuff, his rainbow shit. Anyway, he comes down to the ring and poses stuff. He kind of, how Noam Dar, when he walks, he puts his arms behind his back?
Yes.
He does that and gets into the ring and still does that and just walks up to TJP forehead to forehead, trying to intimidate him. So be like, I'm not going to back down, blah, blah, blah. And then he just kind of smiles, turns around, goes back to his corner to, take off his jacket so they can wrestle. TJP isn't having that. Immediately strips his jacket off and rushes Noam Dar before he can take his own jacket off.
Ah.
So Noam Dar turns around and says, okay, modified European uppercut, running enziguri, 1, 2, 3, fuck you, TJP.
Ha!
Like, you're not going to let me take my jacket off? I'm going to 2-hit KO your ass. So literally the entire build-up that 205 Live has done for TJP, building up to be this mega heel that feels like he's being disrespected, he wants competition, he's been crushing cruiserweights, gets 2-hit KO'd by returning Noam Dar in the opening match of the night. So WWE just fucked over TJP.
But they might have impressed Elisa Fox.
Fuck that. She's been cleared to wrestle for a while now and hasn't come back. I don't think she's coming back.
I don't know. She's the veteran. They'll find something for her.
If she does, it's going to be on the main roster as enhancement talent.
Probably.
So, TJP, 5 points for a promo, 5 points for a match, got knocked out in 2 moves, so he gets a total of 10 points.
Oogie dogie. I just realized I didn't even put a wrestling shirt on tonight. Oh, well.
Now that shows how much you just really didn't care about the log tonight.
Apparently not. Anyway, continue.
Noam Dar, who we now have to put on someone's roster.
Yeah, we'll deal with that, but for the time
5
being.
for competing in a match, 20 for winning the match, 2 for his modified European uppercut and running enziguri for a total of 27 points to the returning Noam Dar.
Bam.
And we cut backstage to a promo from Buddy Murphy for the main event tonight. 5 points to Buddy Murphy.
Okay. What did he have to say?
I'm going to beat Mustafa Ali.
Fair.
What does anyone ever say about their match?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just, it's just hyping up the match, talking about their feud and shit.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah, it's your standard main event hype promo.
Gotcha.
Then we cut to the corridors, TJP walking out looking all dejected. And who's the interviewer for 205 Live?
I don't know.
Is it Dasha? I don't know. Someone catches up to like TJP, and tries to get his thoughts on what just happened, and TJP just turns his back to her and walks out. I give him 3 for a silent promo because it's obviously meant to further his storyline.
Okay. Works for me.
Because it's obvious that's going to lead somewhere because he was like all dejected and pissed off. Despite the fact that in one fell swoop, they just ruined the last, 2 months of build-up for TJP.
Mm-hmm. You think this will lead to his jump to the main roster?
If it doesn't, I'll be disappointed because there's literally no reason for him to stay anymore. Not only has he been overlooked and never given another title shot, but now he's just been jobbed out to Noam Dar.
Well, as DM the GM would tell you, you don't demand title shots around here. You earn them.
But TJP's more than earned it. That's why I kind of agree
By
with
beating
him.
jobbers that can't put up a fight?
That's not his fault. He's not the one that books matches. That's why he's been asking for actual competition.
I point out to you though, he could have, after the first week, he could have gone to DM earlier and said, "Hey, I don't want to fight jobbers. Give me a real dude." He waited all this time to get a real dude, and then when he went to fight a real dude, he got beaten 2 moves. I wouldn't give that dude a title shot.
Yeah, but the whole time he was beating up jobbers, he was saying, "Look, give me a shot. Let me wrestle here. My talent's going to waste." Yes, he couldn't be a dude, but that's because that's how they booked him. And like I said, I felt that was really bad booking because I'm like, you don't just, unless you're just going to take him off 205 Live, you don't build him up like that. Have him, basically demanding a match to show his talent, and then have him look worse off than the fucking jobbers that Akira Tozawa crushes every week.
Mm-hmm.
Because literally, that's been Akira Tozawa's shtick when TJP hasn't been coming out, is doing the same thing as him of basically squash matching jobbers. But at least he makes those jobbers look good because they actually get offense in on Akira Tozawa, and it looks like he's going to stumble into Tozawa, so he just fucking sentons them into next Tuesday.
Fair enough.
Then TJP comes out, 2 hits done. It's like, wow, you look worse than local enhancement talent against Akira Tozawa. That's really bad booking for the storyline that they're doing, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Continue.
Speaking of Akira Tozawa.
Yay.
Akira Tozawa versus local enhancement talent.
Okay.
Jason Strife.
Okay.
We kick things off with Leo Rush Tozawa gets in the ring first, and then Leo Rush comes out before the match can begin.
Okay.
He proceeds to walk down to the ramp, to the ring, and just kind of hang out ringside. I gave him commentary points for that.
That's fine.
But we'll get to his points later because he does. Well, here we'll do it now. He cuts a promo after the match, basically saying, "Hey, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing," and makes the point of, you visiting here languishing against these local enhancement talents. You're a former cruiserweight champion, and I can see why you're a former cruiserweight champion. But you should really be going out, basically saying, go out and grab that brass ring. He's saying you should go out and find opportunity and make opportunity instead of sitting here waiting for opportunity to come to you. So he's like, so I'll give you an offer. I'll give you a chance to go out and take that opportunity against the best cruiserweight in the business. Basically challenging him to a fight next week.
Okay.
I don't know what Tozawa's going to take it, but it looks like he's interested. Anyhow, basically Tozawa squashes a jobber.
Okay.
So 5 points to Leo Rush, 5 points for promo to Leo Rush, total of 10 points to Leo Rush.
Yep, already got it.
Akira Tozawa, 5 points for the match, 20 for the win, 6 for moves, a standing Hurricane Rana, knife edge chops, standing senton, shining wizard, discus enziguri, and a diving senton for a total of 31 points. I would also like to point out half those moves were totally unnecessary. Way to go overboard, Tozawa.
Okay.
Literally, he had him won after the Shining Wizard.
Okay, then.
Because that's like literally one of his finishing moves. And he's like, no, I'm just going to do more moves on you. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Well, he had to build up the finisher meter.
True. He had to give me 2 more move points.
Yeah. Anyway.
So you got his 31 points?
Yep. Continue.
Then we cut backstage to Flashing Sub-Zero for a promo.
Okay.
For the main event. Yeah, Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, I know who you meant.
Yeah. Because for whatever reason, he was backstage wearing the Flashing Sub-Zero mask. I don't know why.
Okay.
What he pulls it off and cuts a promo.
What did he have to say?
Again, standard main event hype promo.
Fair enough. Continue.
I'm the one that's going to win because I'm the heart of 205 Live, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
Then we cut over to his best friend, Cedric Alexander, cutting a promo for another match that was announced during the DM the GM segment of Cedric Alexander versus Hideo Itami for the Cruiserweight Championship next Tuesday on 205 Live.
Okay.
Again, standard hype promo from a champion of, I'm the champ, you're not, I'm going to beat you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rolling on.
And then we go to the main event, Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy in a no DQ match, which was half the damn show.
Well, when it's only a 1 hour show.
Half an hour match, and it was a damned good match.
Good.
Damned good.
Excellent.
So we'll start. Basically, they go back and forth. It's no DQ, so weapons do come into play. They use people on weapons, weapons on people. Try to use the table. I think someone fucked that up. We'll get to that. And it's just a really, really well thought out, well paced match. My only disappointment is the ending because I'm like, oh, Mustafa, you didn't actually use a finisher. Wow.
Okay.
You used the signature on a weapon, but still, it's like just a signature move. I'm like, wow, you couldn't be bothered to hit him with a finisher. You're like, nah, you're not worth it. Because Mustafa Ali wins with a tilt-a-whirl DDT off the steel steps.
Okay.
So, granted, he jumped off the steel steps to do it, so he got a little height on it, but still, that's only a signature move. It's not a finishing move.
Mm-hmm.
Damned impressive, though.
Yeah.
So, we'll go with Buddy Murphy.
Well, he probably wasn't in the mood to do a 450 after he nearly shattered his spine on a table.
He tried to do an 054, but Buddy Murphy stopped him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wait till you get a load of what they did in this match, because holy fuck. Anyway, Buddy Murphy, the loser.
Yes.
5 points for competing in a match. 4 points for competing in the main event. 3 points for competing in a specialty. 6 points for countering a Rolling Thunder Facebuster and the aforementioned 054. 3 points for weapon use for drop-kicking stairs into Mustafa Ali's face.
Mm-hmm.
5 points for an OMG for running and launching offset stairs over the top rope, executing a flipping senton onto Mustafa Ali on the floor.
Okay.
It's fucking impressive, especially for a man of his size. I was like, whoa. And 5 moves for a stiff strikes combo, a super kick, a double powerbomb pin combo, running high knee, and the running high knee combo. The reason I gave the combo separate points is because it wasn't part of the aforementioned high knee, even though it immediately preceded it. It was more, he hit the high knee, and Mustafa Ali got tangled in the ropes, and he just kind of looked down and was like, he's defenseless. And then running high knee triple combo.
Okay.
That's why I separated the points.
Okay.
Total, 31 points, Buddy Murphy.
Okay, that's 183. Okay.
We go to the winner, Mustafa Ali, and give this man a goddamn title, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
5 for the match, 4 for the main event, 3 for the specialty, 20 for winning the match, 5 for winning the main event, 10 for winning a specialty match, 4 for an assault because Mustafa Ali saw fit to beat the shit out of Buddy Murphy before the bell even rang.
Mm-hmm.
3 for weapon use, smashing stairs to face multiple times. 20 OMG points. Get a load of this shit. So first, he executes a Rolling Thunder Facebuster through the second rope from the apron to the ring. So like Randy Orton's Spike DDT, his Hangman's DDT.
Uh-huh.
It's like that, but it's the Rolling Thunder Facebuster. Then he does a superplex while standing on top of stairs that are situated vertically.
Okay.
So he literally climbed up, because it was up near the corner, because it was like after he smashed Buddy Murphy's face with the stairs.
Mhm.
Climbs up the turnbuckle, smacks Buddy Murphy one more time to make sure he can't do anything, then proceeds to climb up on top of the vertically, like, situated stairs. I'm surprised the stairs didn't fall over. So he's literally standing on top of the stairs, which is higher than the turnbuckle.
Uh-huh.
Then he grabs Buddy Murphy, pulls him up on top of the turnbuckle, and then superplex him off the top of the stairs. It was fucking impressive.
Okay.
Then he does, and here's the my opinion, the you fucked up moment. He then proceeds to do a springboard C4 onto the announcer's table, which didn't break.
Okay, then.
Yeah, you know the C4, the Spanish fly, your move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I think that was supposed to break. And then the last one is the aforementioned tilt a world DDT off the stairs, because that was still kind of impressive, and it did end the match. And 6 move points for, I think that was supposed to be 2 drop kicks. I think I didn't. There. 2 drop kicks, a diving crossbody, the aforementioned Rolling Thunder Facebuster, running Hurricane Rana, the Springboard C4, because I believe the C4 is a signature, and the Tilt-A-Whirl DDT, again, that is a signature, for a total of 70 points to Mustafa Ali.
How many?
70.
70 even. Okay.
Yeah. That was a fucking amazing match.
All right.
And the crowd at one point did chant, "This is awesome." They started chanting "Holy shit" at a couple of Mustafa Ali's OMGs. And they gave him a standing ovation at the end of the match.
Okay.
So, yeah, Mustafa Ali is, like, super fucking over. And he deserves to be super fucking over because he's that good.
Okay.
Not to take anything away from Buddy Murphy. He's fucking amazing, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
Yep.
Because that feud now is effectively over, because this was, in fact, the rubber match. They were 1-1 going into this.
Right.
And Mustafa Ali is the better man.
Mm-hmm.
Also of note, the 2 factions, the Lucha House Party and the Drew Gulak faction, did not make an appearance on tonight's show. So they apparently have, from where I sit, they have ended that feud, and I think they're trying to decide where to go from there with these guys. But they deserve to go into other feuds because that was a damn good feud.
Okay.
But it looks like the feuds going forward are going to be Akira Tozawa v. Leo Rush and I don't know, TJP v. DM the GM. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Cedric Alexander versus Hideo, but that might all but end next week. Like, Cedric wins, and then maybe fucking Hideo maybe gets a rematch. I don't know, but unless Hideo wins, I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know.
My guess is Mustafa Ali is probably next in line for a title shot.
Maybe. All right. All right, so we had the weekend elite at 65-51 is Glorious. In second at 64-28 is Vulcan Warriors. And in third at 56-41 is Legit Rowdy Architects.
Yeah. And Seth Rollins is apparently the devil.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Look at his points.
I remember. Anyway.
Yes.
Check the leaderboards.
Indeed.
At the top is Seth Rollins with the number of the beast.
He's not Brock Lesnar.
No. Braun Strowman clocking in at 615. Mr. Monster in the Bank. Jeff Hardy's at 481, the U.S. champ. Daniel Bryan at 449. Drew Gulak of the Cruiserweights at 400. Finn Balor coming in at 383. The WWE champion AJ Styles at 374. Roman Reigns clocking in at 369, the big dog, followed by Kevin Owens at 331. And rounding out the top 10 is Mustafa Ali at 326. Just by a couple of points beating out the SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella.
Woohoo. Yeah, I was saying before we went on the air, I was like, man, how is Mustafa Ali not in the top 10 with just this consistent string of like main events and main event victories and shit?
Well, there you go.
Finally.
Yes. All right. And there
Poor
you go,
Matt
folks.
Hardy's on a losing streak.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
He'll probably win at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. By the way.
Nice. Too bad he's a heel and doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, well. Okay. At any rate, this has been the usuals. This has been our fantasy log. Stay tuned for more shenanigans this upcoming week. This is the go-home week leading into Extreme Rules. So we will see all the last-minute build-up, stipulations, matches, all that good stuff for Extreme Rules. And we will try to have predictions next week. I'm out of town next week. I'm at Connecticut all next weekend, so I don't know what our video schedule is going to be, but we will figure that out.
That you're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
That is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh. Okay.
So we'll figure it out.
Indeed. Then, well, if anything, we can force you to actually get work done and finish the Raw stuff early and just give it to one of us, and we'll just run it on Saturday.
We could do that.
That's provided you actually finish.
Yeah, we'll see. But for now, we'll see you then, folks.
You want